Each episode of Haikyuu is more epic than the other, and I decided to prepare myself for the new episode. So I started practicing and honing my volleyball skills. And before we begin with the video, I know I am very late. It is because I have exams, and yes, I go to school. Why not consider subscribing for more epic content? The episode starts off by showing us a recap of the previous episode. As you guys know, Hinata accepted the role of being the ball boy. And while Hinata was collecting the balls, you can see in his eyes that he is struggling so hard to hold back. He has this urge to play volleyball. It is sort of a drug in a sense. When Hinata has that look, I automatically get goosebumps. His gaze can be perceived as two things. If you get it out of context, it looks like he is some sort of psychopath. But in the eyes of Haikyuu fans, that is the same look that Hinata has when he wants to play volleyball. That sort of indescribable feeling he gets when he's on the court. And when this training session was done, for the first years, Hinata starts practicing his serves. Then Suki, being Suki, starts making fun of Hinata. After that, Hinata goes back to his team. And this is basically how it went.
Johnny?
Yes, Papa.
Eating sugar?
No, Papa.
Telling lies?
No, Papa. Bullshit! I saw your hand in that sugar jar. Oh.
The next day, Shoritorizawa decided to go to the training camp and start practicing with the first years, as well as giving them tips on how to play. Then Hisoka 2.0 appears. He was surprised that Hinata wasn't going to play, and at this point, you just can't stop feeling bad for him. The feeling that you're sort of worthless, and the fact that his peers are passing him at an exceeding rate must suck. I mean, he's been lacking in everything. It's just that spiking and his decoy work was the simplest stuff that made him useful on the court. If he couldn't even do that, then he wouldn't even be a starter at all. He essentially started playing volleyball in high school, and being starter in your first tournament despite all of these drawbacks is a miracle on its own. If he had started learning a balanced skill set of a regular player, when he came to Krasno, he'd still not even be playing in the starting lineup. And probably the highlight of the episode is when Hinata was in the storage room. The way they show Hinata struggle really pulled my heartstrings. And when Hinata said, "I have to find it," I was like, what does that mean? Fortunately, thanks to some people on Discord, I think I know what it means. This could mean that he has to take advantage of being the ball boy, because Hinata is the type of guy who would just go with the flow, and also he can see the ball from the enemy's perspective and sort of study and learn from them. All in all, I loved this episode. I just really liked how they focused on Hinata, and from that we could assume that this week's episode will be about Kageyama. So anyways, my name is Soap, and I'll see you in another video. Hey, do you have a family? If so, why not join the most epic Discord in the world? The Soap is Not Dope Cord is filled with fun and clean messages. So what are you waiting for? Join now for free. I know, it's the most epicest deal in the world.